Well, hello and welcome everyone. It's time for another podcast.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, I'm Aaron the Black Dragon.
I'm Jared Aaron. Hello.
And one of the reasons why we haven't done the podcast in a while was we somehow didn't have a lot of time to sit down together.
Being an adult is hard.
Yeah, adulting takes time. But we have a big reason for us to jump back in because the last 2 tracks have been released and the last
cups.
2 cups, yeah.
Yeah.
Tracks, cups. And we definitely wanted to show them off. And I mean, we're already a little bit late to the whole thing, so
yeah.
let's just jump in now. Better now than never. Sorry, dog. Your head's right there. The recording dog was right below my legs. And I just lightly bonked her on the back of the head. She doesn't mind. I kind of do though.
Does recording dog ever mind?
I think there's like 1 or 2 moments where she's like, I do mind, excuse you. But most of the times, no, recording dog's really chill. Anyway, when in Rome, play Mario Kart, I guess. So we've already played through the tracks last time when you were here, where there was kind of the thought maybe we're gonna record it then, but well, I had $3. You are a dumb prick, Mario. Just because you have games named after you doesn't mean you can just slam everyone in the face. Like seriously. But yeah, we got together like I think it was last week.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I actually hit someone with a banana.
I'm pretty sure you hit Luigi in the face.
Which I
Or no,
very
excuse
much.
me, Green Mario.
Yeah, sorry. Excuse you very much.
Green Mario and Red Luigi.
Yeah. But yeah, we got together with the sort of kind of intent to actually record this, but
And I'm Alolan Blastoise.
yeah, that's true. But ultimately we didn't sit down and record then because, well, first of all, we had 3 dogs, even though they were super chill on that day. But I also was feeling a little bit under the weather, so it was more of a, we just sit down together and just have a little bit of fun playing games just for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's also something that needs to be done every now and then. Not everything we play and do has to be recorded. Oh, I found you. Hello. How's it going, brother? Anyway,
Also,
eat my bananas.
Also, since I'm doing the whole incorrect character name bit, you're playing Futaba from Persona 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She really looks like an Inkling.
Absolutely. Which is probably one of the reasons why I like her design so much.
Futaba's, right?
Yeah. Not the Inklings. I mean, also love the Inklings design, but I already like the Inklings designs without her. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, that's an Inkling in human disguise.
Yeah.
Which kind of checks out. Because aren't all Inklings technically just squids in human disguise?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm flying. I'm slightly terrified of the fact that I have this with me. So
Persona 5 is a really good game, but it is a bit restrictive with the calendar system, which I get, but also I have some grievances about some of the necessary events that happen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them this could have been an email energy, in my opinion.
I mean, I think that's probably everyone's grievance with that game is, you know, you can do more than just one thing in a day.
Yeah.
That is a totally valuable option, even without overworking yourself. I can go meet friends and then maybe watch a game or something afterwards. I don't know, I have more time in my life than just do one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, again, gaming, games restrictions so that the player doesn't get too either overwhelmed and or overpowered.
Yeah. And also then there's the part where Morgana, also the cat, if you don't know him,
I always forget that Morgana is a him. That's my big thing. I always think Morgana is.
No, the Morgana cat in Persona 5 is a dude. And there's a part where he is not with the main character because of plot reasons.
Did I honk you? I didn't hit you.
Easily one of the weakest part of Persona 5's story.
Why now?
Damn it.
Oh, I still got you with that.
And during that part, the protagonist is like, I don't wanna do that without Morgana, and I'm like, guy, please.
It's the first time you're free and Morgana does not hinder you. Do something, please.
After playing the game, I definitely began to understand why it is a meme that Morgana constantly tells you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Even though apparently they've eased up on that a little bit in the Royal version, which I've played, but still.
Well, it's still a curse, so
yeah,
it's still thing. That was a shit.
Also, I'm not super big of a fan of Morgana in the first place because he really has unnecessarily huge beef against a particular party member, and I'm like, this isn't funny anymore, TBH.
Yeah, but there's, I think there's in general in media the kind of situation where one or more people just are incredibly mean to one particular other character, and it feels so incredibly unwarranted at times. And
I definitely felt that with Persona 5. I don't know if you know any of the other characters in that game, but
I think I know all of them, not by name maybe, but if you were to describe them to me, I think I would know who you're talking about. Have a bomb.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's like Bomberman all over again.
Yeah. The one I mean that Morgana always seems to insult is Ryuji, the guy with the blonde hair, with the blonde spiky hair.
Yeah.
The one who has the skull mask when he's wearing the Phantom Thief's outfit.
Phantom Thief, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had beef. I just kind of knew that Ryoja was kind of the more or less dumbass of the group.
He's the designated butt monkey of the group, and sometimes it feels way too overdone.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a trope that I'm not the biggest fan of, because sometimes it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it still is around to this day.
Yeah.
It feels like there's so much to every single person. I mean, obviously there's people that are more like pushy in that direction, but they still have their moments where you're like, they're not there just constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But in media, it's like portrayed like they're always that way, and you have every right to be annoyed or pissed at them.
I mean, Ryuji does have his stupid moments. That much is true, but it's like he gets insulted a lot by Morgana, even for stuff like being clueless about the whole metaverse thing, which after someone in real life has a little bit of a different meaning now to a lot of folks.
I mean, to be totally honest, who really understands the metaverse?
Yeah.
Oops, I did not mean to shoot that. I did not mean to run into Green Mario's banana as well. Take that innuendo as you want, and go. Go, be free, my child. That innuendo is for free. The next one will cost you approximately 15 euros. And I don't care if you understand 50 or 15, whatever you understood first, you're gonna pay me. And I'm a gracious, benevolent being.
Anyway, TLDR, Persona 5 is good, but I have my grievances with the gameplay and the story.
Yeah. And yes, we're talking about a Persona game that came out, what, like 2-3 years ago by now?
I'm pretty sure Persona 5 originally came out in like 2017?
Oh, 17 already. Well,
yeah. 2016?
I am
something like that.
Done with these shells. So yeah, But we don't always have to talk about the most recent thing, because what would be the most recent thing that we could talk about? Mario Wonder, there we go.
Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 as well.
The Super Mario RPG remake, which I've already beaten.
Yeah.
But then again, the Super Mario RPG was never a particularly long game to begin with.
Yeah.
Like 15 hours or so, give or take, depending on how good you are at that kind of game.
Yeah, and how much you wanna go for like all the little extra hidden things that you can find in the game as well, because there's a bunch of like invisible blocks in the game as well that you can find for like the frog coins, was it?
Yeah. And other goodies, I think.
Yeah. So depending on how determined you are on finding everything, give or take 15 hours. I wanted to say 15 minutes, that would have been a short game.
Yeah.
That's like one of these indie games that I play for my channel on Sundays. Tune in tomorrow. But yeah.
And then I've also beaten Tales of Arise, the base game, because they've released a DLC story for it, which is said to be around like 15 to 20 hours or so.
That's also a nice little... Like, that's a good amount of a time sink to have, to not be like overwhelmed at the end and just be like, I can beat that in a good manner and don't feel like I don't have enough time for other stuff.
Yeah.
Like I do with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which I'm trying desperately to beat right now, and then go into Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
I'm so desperate of beating these games finally.
I've seen some reviews criticize Beyond the Dawn for Tales of Arise not really doing anything differently in terms of gameplay compared to the base Tales of Arise game, but I'm like, not every game has to be Torn at the Golden Country or whatever the DLC for Xenoblade 3 was called, because those games changed up the battle system and it did feel pretty differently compared to the base game. And I mean, that's fine too, but not every DLC has to be that way.
Yeah, also, if it's a DLC to a game that you like, why does it necessarily have to change its game mechanics?
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with playing essentially the same game with the, like, maybe not even same characters, and just get more story out of characters in a world that I've started to enjoy.
Yeah. And I
like, let's be totally honest. Smash Bros. DLC is not at all the most versatile thing. You get more characters, that's it, but overall, it's still the same game, and nobody complained about. Well, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Cut myself short with that statement. Everyone complained about that because
Smash Bros. Plus nobody complained is a combination of words that doesn't fit together.
It's a combination of words that should not exist ever. Oh, you still get that? I am so happy.
But I got the invincibility frames.
Yeah, because you ran into bananas. Which you played actually rather nicely in that case. Dang it.
Which I didn't try to because I was blinded.
Blinded by the ink. The next lyric that I had in my mind, I'm just gonna skip because probably someone's gonna complain about what I was gonna sing about right now. Because the internet cannot hold back their horniness.
I was thinking about Fly Me to the Moon.
I got third place because of these two fuckers here. Out there. I was singing Blinded by the Light.
Oh, okay. I don't know that song off the top of my head.
I also don't know the original lyrics, that's why it's easier to just make some up. But yeah, fly me to the moon and let me kick its fucking ass. Let me show you what I learned in my moon jujitsu class. In other words, fuck the moon. Anyway, that was the first course?
Cup.
Thank you. The first cup. Did we talk about it beyond the thing of when in Rome? No. welcome to a podcast. We don't talk about the thing that's going on here. We talk about whatever. Anyway, we're going into the second cup. If you watch this, you will see what's going on. If you don't watch this, I mean, you're not missing a lot. The most important thing is probably what we're talking about, which is non-cohesive to what's going on most of the times. Except for occasionally cursing out Mario and other characters.
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun.
Since on the main menu, Peach was in the front, and almost center.
The new Peach game,
I'm looking forward to that Peach game. It looks interesting.
So curious about that game as well.
Like she's getting the different costumes with different abilities, and that sounds like fun.
Yeah, and the trailer, it looks so fun already and so colorful, and I don't know, it just gives off a really fun vibe.
Mm-hmm. Also, more games where Peach is the main playable character, please.
Yeah. And her moves and actions are not based around her emotions.
Yeah.
Which, well, hindsight's 2020, I think.
Yeah, that was certainly a decision when they made Super Princess Peach.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fine game, but the emotions thing was a bit stereotypical.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this because it looks like a fun game.
I don't think there's a release date for it yet, though.
Yeah. Also,
neither is there for the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake,
which I'm also looking forward to because I love 1000 Year Door.
Mm-hmm. And also Luigi's Mansion 2 HD,
which also would be fun.
Luigi's Mansion 2 is a fun game. I liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
It's more level and mission based than
oh yeah, that's right.
Than 1 and 3, which makes sense since it was a handheld game.
Yeah.
And those tend to do better in short bursts because you ought to be ready to be able to stop when at a moment's notice if you're on the bus or train.
Yep. Which is the nice thing with the Switch, because with that you can even play long format games and have that convenience of just stopping wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you play games like Splatoon or Monster Hunter in not solo mode but only with other players, then, well, sucks.
Yeah, I'm still kind of sort of thinking about maybe checking out Monster Hunter World on the PlayStation, but I don't know because I got hit by a blue shell.
Yeah, I see that. I don't have anything to honk against it, so...
Clearly that's the reason why I'm hesitating about checking out Monster Hunter World.
I mean, honestly, that would also distract me from checking something out. Let's just imagine you're like, I wanna play this game, and all of a sudden there's like a blue shell hovering around your head. You wouldn't think about a new game in that moment. You'd be like, I should deal with that first and foremost.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monster Hunter World, I have that actually still, I think, on my Steam wish list.
Alright, that's also a Steam game. I wonder if that's crossplay.
If it has crossplay, that would be fun. I mean, if I had the game,
yeah,
that is.
And also, if I got it on PlayStation, I would need the subscription thing.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Yeah.
But that's one of these games that I just sit on it and hope that maybe one day I'm either getting it or they bring out another Monster Hunter game like Monster Hunter World that's so big. I remember that I did not like that place.
Yeah, because of the camera.
Yeah, the camera in this one likes to look down. So that's like a hindrance in this stage. But yeah, if they bring out another Monster Hunter that's like Monster Hunter World, I'm so wanting to get that because I didn't get Monster Hunter World, which I still think of today that I'm kind of missing out on something with that one because it looks so much fun. But that's why I'm also happy that I have Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
Because that's also a lot of fun.
I know that the Monster Hunter games are way more popular on the handhelds in Japan because I think Japanese players generally prefer handheld games, and because it's just a thing for them to meet together in person to hunt monsters together.
Yeah.
I think that's also why so many Monster Hunter games came out on the PSP back in the day.
Yeah. That's, I think, also why the Monster Hunter AR game, whatever its name is right now, because it's eluding me right now.
Oh, for smartphones, right?
Yeah, exactly, is also somewhat popular. And I still love the memes about, yeah, I'm not gonna go to work today, there's a Rathalos in my way. Which, to be totally frank, if a Rathalos or Tigrets were on my way to work, I wouldn't go there either. I'd just stay home and be like, nah.
Monster Hunter Go.
It's kinda like that, just with the difference you try to not die. Which, I mean, looking at the world of Pokemon should also be one of your top priorities. It's just never acknowledged.
I mean, it is in Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah, in Legends Arceus you're gonna get steamrolled if you're not careful.
Legends Arceus was a fun game.
I actually said in one of my Pokemon Black videos, Pokemon White videos, that I would love a Pokemon Legends for the Unova region.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, where they talk about the time where the two heroes fought and the two dragons destroyed the whole land and everything, and you get beamed into that era and have to calm down the dragons again. And that would be such a cool place for Pokemon Legends to take place in.
That would be fun, yeah.
So, I mean, I understand why they did go with Hisui first, because that's where Arceus and so on came from.
And also because at the same time they did the Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Did the remakes, but honestly, that would be such a cool place for a Legends game.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have such a grand story for that.
Yeah.
And playing that, or more or less played it in a Pokemon Legends game, would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I also
Get onto it, Nintendo. You're gonna release the remakes of Black and White anyway in like 1 or 2 years. I think it is time for that. But actually, no. What's the time span for them remaking games?
I don't know.
I'm jumping into the lava, just so that you know that. Because we know that I think a new Pokemon game comes out every, what was it?
Every 3 years or so?
Yeah, every 3 years, I think. So we know their time span. So the question is, when do they bring out like the remakes and what times sequence? Because I don't think the remakes come out every 3 years. That does not feel right if you think about that.
Mm.
So I wonder what the return rate on that is. Because when was the last remake that we got actually?
Diamond and Pearl?
No, before Diamond and Pearl. The last ones before that would have been...
Let's Go.
Yeah, which
for Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, which also were a remake of Gen 1, which to that I want to say we had 2 remakes of Gen 1.
Yeah.
So maybe remake something else than Gen 1 for once. Maybe. But yeah, because we had Gen 1 remakes with Leaf Green and Fire Red, and technically also with Let's Go. Then we had remakes of Gen 3 with Gen 2 with Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Mm-hmm. Then Gen 3 with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, now we had the Gen 4 remakes with Shining Pearl and
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I think.
But never mind. Yeah, so now it's just a question of when I missed all of the item blocks, and that's gonna hurt me in the long run. Now it's just a question when or whether, how, D-Bag, they bring out the remakes for Gen 5. We're at 5.
Yeah.
And again, that would also go, fuck you, Luigi. I mean, Green Mario. Go back to your mansions. Rich bastard. But now it's really just a question when they're gonna bring those out.
Yeah.
Because it would fit well now that they have Pokemon Legends as an established thing to actually bring out the remix of Gen 5 with like a Pokemon Legends time as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be fun. What the crud is going on there? You hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. I think we both just kind of messed up our start.
I think.
So, no, don't know what it was, but something started to rattle in the background. I somehow suspect it's the TV, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I wanna say if it's the TV, I wouldn't be so astonished by that because that TV is old.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a shame because I don't have the money to buy a new TV.
Yeah, TVs are fucking expensive.
Yeah. So there's no interest in doing that at the moment, especially since we technically only need a TV right now only for like if we play something together on the couch. For everything else, the TV is just like a purely aesthetic thing that, well, that was a bomb. That doesn't do a lot of anything else, so...
Fucking.
Yep, that's correct. Oh! Bye! Oh! Eat my fireballs!
I would prefer not to.
No, you're gonna eat them.
I spit them, I don't eat them.
I mean... The Mario games tend to show otherwise as well. But still, what we were talking about before we stopped here because of the
I think
Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, that was... Sorry, that just completely ruined any flow of conversation that we had there. But you know, it's unsettling if something in your rooms just start to rattle all of a sudden.
Suddenly noises that don't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, if it would be October, we would think that we would be haunted by ghosts. And that's not okay. That's not fine. Ricky not approve of that. Anyway. Oh, why do I get that one? I don't want to. That was so rude of you, you know that?
It had to happen at some point.
Had to do him too.
God, that's an old meme.
Yeah, it's such an old meme. I just accidentally boosted.
And before it turns out that meme is only like 2 years old.
I mean, for memes?
I mean, I guess. Being 2 years old is already like Stone Age time for memes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a certain...
What does that make the Chuck Norris and Lolcat memes then?
Prehistoric.
Yeah.
They are ancient beings of memature that exist. I hate them. But they exist within their own time scale, devoid of any meaning or sense.
They're in the realm beyond time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shout out to Chrono Trigger, and I'm pretty sure I just fucked up the name of that area you visit that's not in any time period, but it's been a while since I've played Chrono Trigger, and I don't know if I'm gonna play it anytime soon because I wanna play other games first.
Same.
At some point I still wanna try getting into Final Fantasy 15, but maybe not right after Tales of Arise. I don't wanna get burnout.
Yeah, that seems fair.
And also because both games play very differently, and I've already mentioned on Twitter and Blue Sky, probably not a recording with you I think, that Final Fantasy 15 feels weirdly slow, at least after playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Tales of Arise.
It sounds familiar. We might have talked about it just in private, but maybe not on recording.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it in private.
Yeah. Because it sounds familiar, it sounds like you told me about that, but I'm not sure we've had it on any recording.
Yeah.
But now we do! And now you will forever be quoted saying it. Or not. Also, we have new end credits for Mario Kart Deluxe 8 Deluxe, because...
for the booster pass.
Yeah, because technically no more things will come after that. At least not for the time until the release. The Switch 2, Electric Boogaloo, I hope that's the full name of it. If not, Nintendo, get on it. And then the first game that they release on that is Mario Kart 8 Super Deluxe. And they milk the cash cow even more.
With more tracks.
Yeah, it's all just tracks. And the only track
with double the tracks from the finalized version of 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
God,
the first only tracks that they re-release is just variations of the very first track from Mario Kart 64. But no, the new tracks, they're a lot of fun. Especially once you played them, after you played them once, and you can go a little bit more mindlessly into them. Because the first time playing through them was like, where do you go?
Especially in Rosalina's Ice Planet.
Yeah, kicked my dog in the head again. Again, soft kicks. I don't punt my dog. But I mean, she's down there with her head. It's her fault, not mine.
Recording Doggo does not give a shit.
No, she really doesn't. She's just like, I get attention. But no, we don't kick our dog. Just so that we're clear here. Unless she's in a really dumb position and we didn't know that she's there or we forgot. But then it's her fault. We would never willingly kick her. We love her very much.
Yeah.
Even if she is stupid. She's a smart doggo. I want to point that out. She's a smart doggo. But she can be so dumb. Which is probably true for every dog.
Yeah. Although cats can also be kind of dumb at times.
Oh, I love cats for the simple reason that sometimes you think cats and their tails do not belong in the same entity the way they behave with them.
Yeah.
Like there's videos where cats are so astonished that they have a tail, and I'm 100% confident that cats and their tails have two different brains and they do not know that the other exists unless there's this brief moment where their gazes meet and they go into a frenzy or something.
That reminds me of a comic I saw on Twitter recently where it's like about black cats and orange cats.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah, black cat. You think black cats are the devil, but they're not. Orange cats are.
Yeah. And then in the background you see like an orange cat doing like being with fire surrounding them.
Yeah. Orange cats are insane.
Yeah.
Proton John can attest to that. Yeah, we have a black doggo, and she's a dumb nut. Right? No, she's so cute. Yeah, pets, they are fun. They're also a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, I would say. It's worth it, because I just want to point out, when we're on vacation or something and I see another dog, it's like, I miss her. She's our little doobie. Or when there's a cute dog going around the place where I work at, I'm always like, aww, my dog. So yeah.
The struggles of a pet owner.
Yeah. I mean, I already had the struggles at the beginning when you got her that I had such a tough time bonding with her to begin with.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it took me so long to finally bond with her.
I guess it's also because, like, Recording Dog is your first real pet that you had.
Yeah. I mean, there was also a lot of other stuff going on in that time, so I think that was what made it extra difficult to bond with her as well.
Yeah.
But now, I'm really happy that we have the doggo. Not all the time, thinking about the times when it's raining outside and no one wants to go out. Not even she wants to go out, but she has to go out.
Yeah.
Like, those are the moments where I'm not happy that we have that dog.
And then the dog even is probably like, why do we have to go out?
Because of you, it's your fault. I would stay inside anyway. I think, honestly, I would think sometimes that she's the kind of dog that we could easily train to go on like a cat toilet into a litter box. Because
it's worth a try.
When we walk around on a gravel path and she has to go pee, she pees on the gravel path. We don't like it when she pees on the path, but you know, sometimes when a dog pees, like all you can do is try to kick her a little bit to the side, but that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm somewhat convinced that we could teach her to actually use a litter box. It's not something that I would say we do all the time because she still needs her walkies, but
yeah.
If you 100% see she doesn't want to go out but she needs to go to the bathroom, that would be a good alternate way to deal with that for her. But who knows, maybe we'll give it a try at one point, but definitely not right now. Right, baby? Right? She's a cutie. I feel like lately I've not talked a lot about her on videos, other than looking over there and asking her if she's alright, because she's always looking at me either sad or judgy, or both. That's the one thing that she can do really good, is lay there and be like,
sad,
why don't you cuddle me? Why are you doing your thing? How dare? I think that's one of the reasons why she loves these recording sessions, because she's closer to us, and we also pet her sometimes in between the recordings, so
yeah.
Or in the middle of the recording, like we do right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she tolerates these recordings more than my solo recordings. You judgy dog, you.
She's not like a cat. A cat would jump up and be like, "Hi, pay attention."
Hi, now pet time.
Yeah. Although I think dogs can also be like that.
Yeah, she can be like that at times as well. But she actually is really, really good with accepting that I'm recording right now.
Okay.
But there's moments like when she really needs to go out, she's like, okay, hey, we have to go. Like, seriously. And then it's sometimes I actually had to stop recordings because she was like, I'm gonna explode into a million pieces if we don't go outside right now.
Yeah.
Which is fair, honestly. That is fair to interrupt someone for that, because
yeah.
I wouldn't like that either. Right, Dogo? But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here for today's podcast. Had some fun topics to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
When will be the next podcast? Who knows? Maybe we're even gonna try to make a concern to make the podcast happen like online, so that we don't have to make sure that we get together for it. But
let's see.
We'll see about that. Anyway, it was fun. Love the new tracks. They're definitely a bunch of fun to play through.
And I guess for future Mario Kart episodes we could just play through the old ones.
Yeah, or we just go with the online mode again, which
we could do that too.
It's also always fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you for joining in and for listening to our rambles while shooting each other with bombs and shells. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.